Alrighty, well, hi everybody, and back on again. And this time I thought I would go ahead and do something different. String that over. Okay. Anyway, I thought I'd do something different here, and actually I tried making a pinball tier list. I actually tried making a video about this. I think this morning, but because because there are so many tables that I had to go through. There wasn't no way I was gonna go through them all. And I just kind of ran out of time. Yeah, I just kind of ran out of time, so I still had other stuff I had to get taken care of. I just went ahead and decided to just break off the project and just go ahead and actually stream it. So okay, there we go. But this is I'm kind of doing this by the seat of my pants. I have never done this before, so I've never streamed a tier list. So there might be some mistakes made here and there. Chances that there, I might end up having to start something over or having to do a redo or whatnot. So, and it does also need to be said that one of my stream tags is no back seating. I don't mind suggestions here and there, but what I don't want to hear is don't put that table on that tier. It needs to be higher tiered. You know what I mean? Selfish as it might sound, this is my tier list, not yours. So, but once again, I don't mind a few suggestions, a few pieces of advice, etc. As long as you can take no for an answer. So, and then the music. Right now, we're starting with TX sector, my all-time favorite table, which presumably is going to be somewhere amongst the umpty zillion tables down there at the bottom. But this is going to be my pinball playlist, all of my favorites. So let me go ahead and get that fired up. Oh, and here, I'm sound testing right now. Okay. But I just have the volume set to the max because these are all going to be they're all at the videos here. They're all at varying volumes. So I'm sure you guys have a volume knob. Turn it on down or up. Alright, so at the top here, discard pile. This is going to be the tables that I've never played before, and or tables, the more modern tables, the ones that have the TV screens built in the back, like in the back glass. I'm not a fan of those tables. When I want to play pinball, I want to play a pinball machine, not something with a damn TV screen at the back. It's too distracting. I mean, if I wanted to watch a TV screen, I'd either A, watch TV, or I'd go play an arcade game, not a pinball machine. So, and then you got fucking S tier, which is pretty much gonna be my response on some of my favorites. Bucket S tier, man. You know, so figured you probably know what the rest of these are, or what the rest of them mean. APBN, in case you don't know, Angry Pinball Nerd, so kind of a variation of the Angry Video Game Nerd. So, oh, one more thing. So, just I had lunch with my family today, so I'm just gonna have some leftover chicken broccoli fettuccine, Alfredo, and then later on, gonna have these peanut butter chocolate chip bars. And yeah, well, all this despite me saying that I was gonna start trying to lose weight yesterday. So much for that. And one more thing I do need to get taken care of. I completely forgot to do this. Let's go ahead and get started. Casino Royale, never seen that one. 007, never seen that one. 24, never seen that one either. I cannot read that. I have no idea what that is. AC/DC. I played this on Stern Pinball Arcade. I mean, it's okay. I think it's one of the few modern tables that I don't think has a TV screen in the back. No idea. Ace of Speed, no idea. Airborne, never seen it. I assume that's a skiing table. Alien Poker. I think I might have seen it, like on a YouTube video, but never actually played it. Never seen it. Never seen it. A world tour of some kind. Amazing Spider-Man. For the FX3 version, good solid table. It's one of those tables that I'm always glad to get whenever I'm like doing random tables or something. I think I've seen this table on a YouTube video. Never actually played it. Apollo 13. If only because it's got 13 ball multi-ball. That's way too many balls on the table. So, yeah, bad call on their part. Atlantis, never seen it. Revenge from Mars, I've only played this briefly, like back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I thought it was alright. Like, nothing that really stood out. Attack from Mars, however, I think I've played this in real life. I played the FX3 and the Pinball Arcade version. Pretty good table. Austin Powers ass. If only because I'm probably one of the few people that cannot stand Austin Powers. I can't stand the show or franchise or whatever. I've never actually seen the table, but like I said, I can't stand the show so damn much that I'm just gonna go ahead and put it here at the bottom. Avatar, never seen this one. Avengers. There's different kinds of this. There's Avengers Age of Ultron. And then there was I think there was a plain Jane version. And I'm talking about the FX3 versions. So I mean, they're okay. Kind of different. Back to the Future. I'm talking about the FX3 version. Pretty good table. Bad Cats. This is one of those where I've never actually played it, but I've seen a YouTube video or two on it. Looks like a pretty fun table. Meow, 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 meow. You is one bad time. Uh, Bonsai Run. The Pinball arcade version, I am not a fan of. I mean, it's got that the mini game on the back glass. It's too gimmicky. I would rather them just put all the effort and resources and whatnot into just the actual table. Oh, and I'm also having some Arizona green tea as well. Barbed wire, only heard of it. Oh, excuse me. Baseball, never seen it. Batman, same thing. Not a fan of TV screens, so up there it goes. Never seen it. Never seen it. Never seen it. Seen the table on a YouTube video, but never actually played it. Beach Bums. Never seen it. Big Bang. I know about the table. I think I might have seen a YouTube video on it, but never actually played it. Big Buck Hunter, the Pinball arcade version, ass. Totally not a fan of it. Big Guns, never seen it. Big Lebowski. I know the table actually exists, but never actually played it. Big Spender, never seen it. $1 Billion Game Show, never seen it. Black Knight 2000. Good solid table right here. And I am referring to the Pinball arcade version. I think I might have seen the real life physical version maybe one time in my entire life. Probably back in the late 80s somewhere. I don't recall me actually playing it, but I've seen like an occasional person or two play it. So yeah, most of what I know about is from the Pinball arcade version. Black Rose, fucking S tier. One of my all-time favorite tables, but it has to be the Pinball arcade version, not the FX3 one. The FX3 one is total ass. It's just practically unplayable. Black Knight, good solid, just like 2000. Blackout. It sounds familiar. The table sounds familiar, but nevertheless, don't recall me ever playing it. Bone Busters. Guitaro87, one of my longest standing followers. Him and I have known each other for probably close to 5 years. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the table, but he hates it even more than I do. Oh god, he loathes this sucker. Dracula. Is this Bram Stoker's Dracula? It just says regular Dracula. If it's the Bram Stoker's version, then they need to change the thumbnail on here to where, to the actual Gary Oldman person. Gary Oldman, the actor who portrayed him, and not this Asian samurai looking guy. And so we're in the Beast section. So yeah, this is Bram Stoker's. So once again, they need to change the thumbnail on this. Not some Jubei Yagyu or whatever his name is, the dual wielding guy. Like, it needs to be Gary Oldman. But otherwise, as for Bram Stoker's Dracula, normally I don't do this. All of my tiers are round table tiers. They're all equal. They're all good in their own way, or they're all bad in their own way. But this is gonna be one of the exceptions, though. Bram Stoker's Dracula, good solid table. The only reason why it's not in S tier is the fact that the table is based on a 90s vampiric chick flick. Like, it predates Twilight. So, definitely not a fan.
I am the Black Knight.
So, Breaking Bad, never seen it. Break Shot, never seen that one. Oh, Bubba and something else. Never seen that one before. And Bugs Bunny, never seen that one. Cactus Canyon, it's alright. Cactus Jacks. I love the polka music. Yeah, crazy. Call it a quirk, but yeah, I like polka music. Cactus Jacks has it, but as for the table itself, the table itself is pretty much ass. It looks counterintuitive, but I'm also referring to the Pinball arcade version. It's like the flippers need to be fixed or something, you know, I mean, I'm trying to aim for a certain shot, but it ends up going off in almost the entire opposite direction.
No way.
Get ready for battle.
Give me your money.
Beat the Black Knight.
Car Hop. I might have seen the, I think I watched it on YouTube. Shoot the ball bag. I mean, saying that repeatedly over and over and over, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But shoot the ball bag, like over and over, that got annoying, so. Car barn find, no idea on that one. Centaur. Good solid table right there. I played both Pinball Arcade and and in real life as well. So Champ Pub. Arcade and FX3. Both of them equally stuck. The outlanes in Pinball Arcade are the absolute fucking worst. It's like they seemingly have magnets on the sides. Checkpoint. I believe this is the first table to use a DMD, like black and orange dot matrix display. Otherwise, never played it. Circus. Seen it. Circus Voltaire. But it's all right. I like the music and voices, but the table itself is just kind of clusterfucky. It's kind of a mess. Class 1812. Played it in real life and Pinball Arcade as well. It kind of suffers from the same problem Cactus Jacks has. It's like they need to make the flippers more realistic. It's like every time, like if I'm trying to shoot for the right ramp, no matter how carefully I aim that shot, it ends up going straight forward or straight to the left, but anywhere but the right ramp. But Cactus Jacks has that same problem too. Conan. Never seen it. Congo. Never seen it. Pole Position. Never seen it. Corvette. I think it's a 70s table. I think. I've heard about it, but never actually seen it myself. Creature from the Black Lagoon, straight up ass. same with a lot of these other tables and shit. It's like a whole bunch of clutter, like right towards the center of the table. Just, it's a real mess. I gotta cut this. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Crisis. Never seen that. CSI. Never seen that. Cue Ball Wizard. Played it on Pinball Arcade. It's alright. Time's up. Cuphead. Yeah, never seen that one. Cyclone. Played it back when I was a teenager in the 80s. I've also played it on Pinball Arcade. Damn. Get on the fork. No idea. Devil's Dare. Cool music. Watched the YouTube video and late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember if I actually played it. I think I might have. I'm leaning towards yes, but yeah, I played this back in the probably I want to say early '80s. Pretty cool table and even cooler music. Plus, it's got a satanic theme to it. Something I don't recall a whole lot of tables happened back then. Diablo 3, never seen it. Die Hard, never seen it. Diner, seen it on Pinball, played it on Pinball Arcade. Dirty Harry, saw a YouTube video on it, but never actually played it. Aladdin, never seen it. Okay, I'm really debating on either putting it in, never seen it. Since I'm not a fan of Disney princesses, I'd also want to put it down here, but I guess it'll be nice to put it up there. Doctor Who, played it on Pinball Arcade. Doctor Dude, fucking S tier. One of my all-time favorite tables right here. I like the whole comic strip theme. Like the whole back glass is a big comic strip. It's one of those things that I liked immediately. Never seen it. Never seen it. DuckTales, never seen it. Duke Nukem, never seen it. Dungeons and Dragons, fucking S tier. Played this back in the 80s. Oh god, it's an awesome table. And I almost wish Pinball Arcade would make a version of this. And I gotta do something quick. Okay. Being a klutz. Plus, it's got a D&D's also got a unique feature where there are only out lanes. But what you can do is you can push a side button, and a gate will pop up, preventing the ball from draining. I think there was a cooldown on it, either a cooldown or a set amount of times you can use it. I can't remember which. But interesting feature though. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see a remake of this. Although, what is it? VPX and FP. A shaker! Good solid table right here. And to me, this is definitely a table for all skill levels. I mean, if you're a beginner, I mean, a good dependable way to score, just keep hitting the center ramp, just repeatedly over and over. You can build up a high score doing that. Ball Deluxe. Played it recently in real life. Played it back in the 80s, and also played it on Pinball Arcade. Another one of those Electra, never seen it. No Fire on the Party Monsters. Played it on Pinball Arcade. It's another one of those. House of Horrors, that's the modern version with the TV screen. No thanks. Elvis, never seen it. Embryon, remember playing this back in the early 80s. But again, it just nothing really stuck out at me. Evil Dead 2, never seen it. Extreme Modoro, or however you pronounce it, never seen it. F-14 Tomcat, good solid sucker right here. It's also a fast table too, so great way to stay awake. Alright, so something's gonna have to go here. Alright, so the It's Alright category, I'm gonna have to move up. Because I need to be able to see both the never played and I don't do TV screens and the top world here, so let me start sliding that up. Get out of there. Family Guy. I'm referring to the FX3. Yeah, the FX3 table. Pretty good table. I mean, despite me not being the world's biggest fan of Family Guy, I think I saw maybe a part of one episode. I don't know which one. But it just basically just kind of went in one eye and out the other, kind of like Rick and Morty. I definitely don't hate the show, but it just, I mean, I've seen better, or there's probably better stuff for me to watch. But again, Rick and Morty, same thing. It just kind of goes in one eye and out the other. But again, the table though is pretty cool. So good, solid. Farfel. I think I've seen a youth. Actually, let me go down. I played this on the Zachariah Pinball, but I only played it for a short time or a few times. But what I gleaned from that is just, Help me. The Pinball Arcade version, it like Farfel, it playable. Fireball, the Pinball Arcade version. It's got to be one of the earliest tables to have a skill shot and a big spinning plate. And I'm thinking it's probably one of the earliest tables to have multi-ball as well. So, pretty revolutionary table. Firepower 2 and regular Firepower. Good solid tables, both of them. I like them. Although at first, when I first started playing regular Firepower, I had it on an S tier, just was not a fan of it at all. It has probably one of the most pointless kickbacks in all of pinball. I mean, it starts off turned off, and in order to turn it on, you have to light a bank of orange targets, and then even then, but it. I'll just go ahead and say the kickback in this is too primitive. And then firepower, good. I like the table right from the first get-go. I liked it immediately. So, Fishtails, FX3, Pinball Arcade. The arcade version is way better though. But otherwise, on the table. Flash Gordon, I think I saw a YouTube video on that, but never actually played it. Flight 2000, played it on Pinball Arcade, and just like all the other ones, it's playable, but not much more than that. Flipper Football, never seen it. Oh, Friday Nights at Freddy's, never seen this one. Elm Street, never seen that. Rockster, 80s. I suppose if they called it Frogger, they'd probably get sued. Copyright infringement, Privet or Frontier. Never seen this on a YouTube video, never actually played it. Frozen. Kind of like Austin Powers. I saw like a little tiny bit of the show. I thought it sucked. So, never actually played the table, but again, like Austin Powers, not a fan of the franchise. So down it goes. Funhouse. Played it in real life and played it on Pinball Arcade and FX3. Pinball Arcade probably has the best version. But either way, it's all right. Futurama. Never seen it. Galaxy, never seen it. Getaway 2. Yeah, Getaway 2. Arcade and FX3. Both of them. Ghostbusters! The Pinball Arcade version. Same thing. It's kind of okay. Ghosts and Goblins, never seen it. Gilligan's Island, it's a physical table. I know it exists, but I've never seen it in real life and never played it. Gladiators, Pinball Arcade version. It's another one. Yeah, it's okay. Godzilla, up it goes. The other Godzilla, I think I might have seen a YouTube video of it, but never actually played it. Golden Axe, never seen it. Goldorak, never seen it. Gone in 60 Seconds, never seen it. Goggar! Fucking S tier right here. But, kind of like what I did with Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's S tier, but just barely. It's kind of on the border between here, with a slight lean towards S tier. It's one of the earliest tables to have a satanic theme, and plus it's also a table that has blood as well. And this is like the late 70s. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do here real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and cap this up. Come on. Later, and then I'm gonna have me some peanut butter chocolate chip bars. real, real crumbly. Grand Wizard watched a YouTube video on this. Seems like an awesome table, but nevertheless, I've never actually played it. So, Grand Prix, never heard of it. Gremlins, never seen it. Gridiron, never seen it. Guardians of the Galaxy, talking about the FX3 version. Yeah, just not a fan of the table. Or I should say, it's alright. This is gonna be one of those. Oh, in case I didn't say earlier, with few exceptions, all of my tiers are round table tiers. Like some of these people that make tier lists don't make don't make these little mini tier lists within the tiers. Like, okay, this firepower here, but it's gonna be at the top of this tier. It's the best tier, and hey, it's gonna be border B plus, A minus, somewhere in between there. Not me. They're all equal and they're all good in their own way. They're all bad in their own way. But this is gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna be one of those exceptions. It's kind of straddling between it's all right and this table is ass. Guns N' Roses. Just gonna go ahead and put it down here. Not a fan of the band. Never been into them, so despite the fact that I've neither seen nor played this table, again, not a fan of the band, so down they go. Halloween, never seen it. Halo, what? Never seen it. Harlem Globetrotters. I think the table actually exists in real life. I can't recall though. Harley Davidson, the Pinball arcade version. This table is ass. So, let me... So, I'm gonna have to move this one up. And make another one. Just gonna go ahead and replace that. But like I said, I'm trying to set this up so I can see the bottom row of this and the top row of this. So Harley Quinn, that hardly even looks like her. Yeah, that hardly even looks like her. But anyway, never seen it. haunted house. And looks like I'm gonna have to move this one. This one up. One of my all-time favorite pieces of pinball music right here, despite the poor quality. Heavy Metal Meltdown? No idea. The Pinball arcade version? Definitely not a fan of it. So yeah, it's pretty much the whole table's just kind of yucky. Not to mention, again, on the arcade version, the Pinball arcade version, the flippers, they're kind of floppy. They're like really weak. It's like, it's like the only real way to generate any kind of power with those shots is the ball has to literally be coming down at me. And then I have to flip just, because if I just catch the ball, and like hit it like normal, it's like I'm hitting a damn beach ball or something. You know, just really weak. High speed, bucking S tier. In fact, you just heard some of the music here a few minutes ago. Looks like my Wi-Fi is acting really wonky right now. Man, it's got some iconic voice lines in the game too. Suspect got away. Hollywood Heat, never heard of it. Home Alone 2, never seen it. Hook, never seen it. Hoops. I think that's an actual table. I think. But nevertheless, never played it. Hurricane, it's alright. Both arcade and FX3. But like I said, table's alright. But it strikes me as another fairly beginner friendly, because you can just keep aiming for the right ramp and you'll do all right. iRobot, never seen it. Independence Day. Come on. Indy Jones, I don't know which one I played back in the 90s. I'll just throw that one there. Indy 500. I played the Pinball arcade version, and again, One more is a guaranteed multi-ball. So I've never seen that one. Iron Man. The FX3 version, it's ass. I'm not a fan of the table at all. Plus, it's one of those where in order to score any roll points, you have to start a mode, and the modes in there are kind of a pain in the ass to do. So yeah, bad table. Jackpot. It's a more modern Pinball version, but they need to change the thumbnail to actually be the female robot, and not this Danger Will Robinson robot that they got here. 007. No idea. Jaws, the FX3 version. It's okay. Come on, Chief, it isn't that hard. Johnny Mnemonic. I know the physical table exists. Never played it though. Joker Poker, same thing. I think it's a actual 70s or 80s table. I might have seen a YouTube video on it. I can't remember, but you get the idea. Deadpool, FX3. Not a fan of the table at all. I kind of like the voice lines, but it's also Deadpool saying them, so I mean, no surprises there. Friday the 13th, no thank, or never seen it. Ghostbusters, this particular version, never seen that one. Jokers, I think this is an actual classic table, but I've never seen it. Pokemon, never seen it. Oh, and I also forgot to mention too. The reason I'm going with this one here is because it has most, if not all, of the tables. There's other pinball tier lists, but a lot of them don't have diddly squat, or they're very specific, like best pinball FX3 Williams tables, you know, that kind of thing. They don't have one that covers like all the FX3 and like all the pinball arcade ones or anything like that. So, jeez, that's a whole lot I haven't played. So, but again, I had to pick this one, and yeah, there are a lot that I've never seen or played, or too modern for my taste. Okay, so Space Cadet. If this is referring to the Windows 95 PC table, then yeah, good solid sucker right here. It's also one of those that one of the only ones that I can think of where the modes are actually pretty tough to start, because in here there's actually very specific requirements you have to have in order to do them. Like, gotta upgrade your bumpers to level 2 or your spinner to level 3, etc. Most other tables, you just have to hit the specific shot like 5 or 6 times, and that'll start the mode. Hit the flashing shots to complete that mode. Not Space Cadet. Judge Dredd, fucking S tier. But kind of like Gorgar, they're kind of on the border between good solid and S tier. The awesome music on Judge Dredd, in fact, you heard some of it a little while ago, puts it up in S tier. Jumanji, let me... Jumanji, never seen it. Jungle Lord, I want to say it's a classic table. Just the name sounds familiar. Junkyard ass. Worst video mode ever. Now, to be fair, this is also the only table that I can think of where the FX3 version is way better than the arcade version. For 90% of the other tables on FX3, it's usually the other way around. What is that one? Something cats. Never seen it. Up it goes. Same with this one. Up it goes. All these Jurassic Parks, they're all on FX3, and to this day, I still don't know which one is which. But they're all okay. I mean, playable, but not much more than that. King Kong, never seen it. Kingpin, I've seen a YouTube video of this, never actually played it though. Knight Rider, never seen it. Laser War, name sounds familiar. Last Action Hero, Pinball Arcade, it's okay. Nothing to write home about. Zelda. I'll just go ahead and put it there. Leprechaun King, never seen it. Lethal Weapon 3, never seen it. Lord of the Rings. I played it maybe once or twice. It's okay, but there is a YouTube video. I don't. Oh, what's like Quest for Balnor or something like that? But it's one of the hardest modes to ever achieve on any pinball table. So it's got that. I watched a YouTube video on it. The guy got close, but the ball ended up draining like on the last ball, and it was game over. So yeah, it totally sucked to have been him. Lost in Space, never seen it. Lunch Takeout, never seen it. Magic Castle. It's Alvin G and Company. I think I watched a YouTube video once a long time ago. Magic, never seen it. Is it Mego Dia? Wizard of Oz? Oh, never seen that one. If it's the one I'm thinking of, the Pinball Arcade, like the one based on the movie, it looks like that's what it is. Yeah, ass table. Just freaking drags. Like I could be playing for like an hour, hour and a half, and I still don't get diddly squat of a score. Master of the Universe, never seen it. Then before I continue on, let me put that up. Alright, page 3. So, let's make a page 3. Matahari. This might be a TMI moment right here, but back in the early 80s, I think when puberty was just kicking in for me, the chick on the black glass had me going But otherwise for the table itself, it just nothing really stood out about it. Maverick. Only heard the name. Never actually seen it. Medieval Madness, fucking S tier. So, yeah, almost a no-brainer here. But then again, I'm gonna have some of my favorite tables are probably tables that most everybody else would be. What the hell you like that table for? Ugh. You know, that kind of thing. Metal Slug. Never seen it. Metallica. I'll just go ahead and put up here to save time. Meteor. It's a classic table. I know it exists, but never seen it or played it. Minions. Never seen it. Miraculous. Never seen it. Mission Impossible. Never seen it. Monday Night Football. Same thing. Monkey Island. Never seen it. Monopoly. I think I played this at the bowling alley, about 20 miles from where I live. But like I said, I played it once or twice. I don't think there was anything that made me go, "Oh wow, what a table," or anything like that. So, all right. Monster Bash. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull down here instead. The Pinball Arcade version, it's a pretty okay table. The FX3 version though sucks. So, yeah. If I willingly play this, it's gotta be the arcade version. Monster Hunter. Never heard of it. Really? Mortal Kombat Pinball. I might have to look into this. So yeah, this might actually get me into trying out on VPX or whatever company has Mortal Kombat Pinball. Very interesting choice here.
I am the Black Knight.
Motorhead. Never seen it, mousing around. I've seen a few YouTube videos on mousing around. Seems like a cool table, but never actually played it. Never actually seen it in real life either. Pac-Man. Never seen it. There's actually an 80s version. It's a combination of both a little pinball machine and a video game, and you'll often alternate between the two. Gonna go ahead and assume that that's what this one is. And just have it there. And gonna go ahead and crack open the middle of it.
You got the power. You got the might.
No way.
Get ready for battle.
Give me your money.
Beat the Black Knight.
Fast car. Never seen it. Fast Break. I played this once back in the mid to late 90s. It's okay.
Shoot for Crazy Bomb.
This version I've probably never played or never even seen. Maple Speed, same thing. Nemesis? Is that what that is? Either way, never seen it. Dallas Cowboys Pinball, never seen it. Nip It. Never seen that one. No Fear, Dangerous Sports. Pinball arcade version. I'll go ahead and put it here. Good solid table. I've had a fair amount. Oh, and I'm also talking about the Pinball arcade version. I've never actually seen this table in real life. But I've had my ups and downs with this table though. I've plenty of down, but overall, it's good solid table. And we got Go First. I can't. What is that? Yeah, I don't recognize the thumbnail. Papa Smurf. Never seen that one. Paragon. There's actually divisive opinions on this table. I'm of the opinion that it sucks. Kind of like, again, the layout is too clusterfucky. Like Creature from the Black Lagoon and some of those others. Bulb Busters. Party Zone, good solid table. But, the Pinball arcade version, though, is way better than the FX3.
You are champion.
Party Zone for FX3 never should have happened. So I switched game categories from pinball to retro. Try to read this one. Polka Pinball Disaster. I think that's what it says. Either way, never seen it. Pharaoh. Sounds like it'd be the name of a classic table, but never heard of it. Pinball Magic. I think this table exists in real life. I think. Pinbot. So, it's alright. Pretty classic table right here, though. Played it on Pinball Arcade and in real life. But like I said, this is one of the all-time classics right here. But as far as personal opinion goes, Pink Panther, never seen it. Pirates of the Caribbean, never seen that one. Planet of the Apes. Okay, well, this is kind of lame right here. Like, and I'm assuming they're blocking the Playboy logo out here because of copyright reasons. Like they gotta pay for the privilege of having the Playboy logo on there. Just when I thought that things couldn't get any worse, nope, I got proven wrong. They even got to cover out part of the damn logo just to have this on here. Pretty damn bad. Police Force, never heard of it. Primus, this, I've always seen this table on YouTube, on a YouTube video. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's one of the more modern ones, but I am gonna put it in fucking S tier, if only because Primus is one of my all-time favorite bands, especially the older stuff. So just on that alone, fucking S tier. Radical, I think I've seen a YouTube video of that, but never actually played it. Radfink, never heard of it. Red and Ted's Road Show, never seen it in real life. Seen it on FX3 and Pinball Arcade. The arcade version is way better. But otherwise, for the table itself, some pretty cool voice lines, but not really enough to move it up to solid. Red Dwarf, never heard of it. Real In, never heard of that. Jeez. And once again, to reiterate, the reason why I'm going with this one here is it's the one that's most thorough. Most of the other tier lists that I looked at, either they don't really have enough tables, or two, they're too specific, like FX3 best Williams tables or best 90s tables, that kind of thing. Rescue 911, Pinball Arcade, this one's ass. It just, bad concept for a table. For those that have never played this, some of the modes on there, it'd be like a woman trapped inside of a submerged car, like a car went off a bridge or something and it started go under with her in it. And you have to like make the flashing shots, otherwise I guess she drowns. So yeah, not something you want to put in a pinball machine. Retro Flare, never seen it, although it does look like it'd be a pretty interesting concept though for a table. Ripley's, believe it or not, Pinball Arcade, ass. I am like Frankenstein, it just drags. You can play the table for like an hour and a half and still not get much of a score. Rob Zombie, never seen it. RoboCop, never seen that one. Robot something that I've never seen before. Rocket Derby, never seen it. Rocky Bullwinkle, the table does actually exist in real life, but I've neither seen nor played it. Roller Coaster Tycoon, same thing. Safecracker, this is another ass table right here. But there's like an earlier table, I don't know the name of it, but it's an Olympic themed table. It's unique in that it's a timer based game. It's not like the standard 3 balls and you're out. Safecracker is the same way. But they really messed the table up by having that sorry board game on the back glass, kind of like Bonsai Run. It's like they should have just dedicated their resources to the table itself and not the extra gimmick at the back of it. Saint Seiya. Never heard of it?
Nerd Steve!
Definitely a good solid table right here. Played it in real life. Played it on Pinball Arcade as well. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never seen that one. Or that one. Or this one, but in the fighting game community, the worst fighting game ever is considered to be Shaq Fu, which kind of has me curious. I wonder how bad Shaq Attack is. This is Jeanette Lee's Shootout. I played it back in the 90s. So it's an alright table. The old school people. Shutanza, never heard of it. Shovel Knight, never heard of that one. Shrek. Never seen the table, but as I'm definitely not a fan of the franchise, it's going in the ass tier. Simpsons. That one there. This one here is like, yeah, Pinball Party. Does exist in real life, but I've never actually played it. Man, what is that? Escape Ball? Never heard of that one. Galaxy, never seen that one. Sonic, same thing. Sons of Anarchy, never seen that one. Come on. Sorcerer, Pinball Arcade, not a fan of the table. It kind of like some of these other ones, Bone Butt, like Paragon and all that. It just the whole layout is just really funky. I know the left loop, no hell, I think both loops, they have a slingshot. The slingshots are like right in front of the loops. Like it's not like, I mean, it ain't like high speed where the loops are actual loops. Like you shoot the left loop, it goes off the right one, and right back down to the other, to the very same flipper. Like it's a full circle. Sorcerer, the slingshots are in the way. So it goes up the left loop, out the right, and it boom, hits the slingshot and goes off. I'm not a fan of that. South Park. Played this one in real life back in the 90s. It's an okay one. Space Jam. Yeah, I actually played this one. Alright, so since I'm not going to be able to see both the this row and this one, This one's gonna have to go up first. Rather. Space Shuttle. Played in real life and in played in real life and on Pinball Arcade. And this is gonna be one of those that's on the border between ass and it's alright. And you definitely don't need two of them. It's kind of the same prop. At least on Pinball Arcade, it's like they got a damn magnet on the right side of the table by the out lane, because the ball almost always goes out that out lane. And it does have a gate, but whenever the ball goes to that out lane, it closes up. And in order to reopen it, you basically got to make this skill trick shot to clear out this bag of drop targets that's like nestled within this little corridor. Hard as hell to do. But if you can't do that, the ball is just gonna go right out the out lane again. So that alone, Space Station, kind of the same thing. There's I don't think I had a kickback, but it only has out lanes. Yeah, it just has out lanes, and then the shots are kind of. Hang on, I'm trying to find the right words. Yeah, I'll just say the game. I want to say it's too late. And the table came out in the early '80s. I think by that time, it's pretty much too late to only have an out lane. You got to have the in lanes in there now. Especially for the stuff the tables have these days. But yeah, the short answer, it's ass. Spectrum, never heard of that one. I never heard of this version of Spider-Man. Spy Hunter, never heard of that one. Star Trek, Next Generation. Pinball Arcade, it's okay. This version here, I actually kind of like this one. Play this on Pinball Arcade. It's actually a pretty cool table, and everything on there is so well lit. Like, it's got excellent lighting, and plus it looks like they took in each one of these flashing arrows, or each one of these arrows, it's like they have different colored lights in them. I can't recall ever seeing that in any other table. So if you need to make, if a certain mode is like red, all the flashing arrows will be red ones and stuff like that. But everything's like really clearly marked, easy to see. So Battle Hoth, never heard of that one. Star Wars, never heard of that table. Same thing there. Oh, whoa. Let me back up. Which one is that one? I want to say Return of the Jedi. So I'm talking about the FX3 version. It's alright. Actually, no, let me take that back. The tables themselves aren't bad. It's the fact that, the Star Wars music in there is fucking copyrighted. I mean, not that I've actually done it these days, not that I've actually done it these days, but I used to want to, whenever I did a pinball session on Twitch, I always wanted to export the video to YouTube. But, if I had a Star Wars table in that video, I couldn't do it because the shit here is copyrighted, so that means, and I try to keep my YouTube videos ad-free. If I get any more Star Wars tables, they're going down here, cause so Mr. John Williams needs to make his shit free to use. And in FX3 there is an option to turn the copyrighted music off. It just doesn't sound right. I mean, a Star Wars table doesn't sound right without the music. Otherwise, it's just dead silence. All you hear is just the sound effects. I mean, you might as well just make it a damn classic table at that point. So short answer, fuck copyright. Stargate. Seen it. Seen it. Played it a few times back in the 90s. Didn't really think a whole lot of it. Star Troopers, straight up ass, one of the worst tables I've ever played. And bring it across the board too. And, you know that, I mean, just on that asymmetrical little red flipper, or little red right flipper, just on that alone, puts the table in ass tier. Kind of like Paragon. I think Paragon had that same thing too. It's like you got two flippers over here, but one over here, and to make matters worse, those two flippers, if you flip this one here wrong, the ball squirts right on through. Starship Troopers, I don't think has that problem, but it's still, you got that. If you got a little flipper over here, you need one over here as well. It doesn't feel right otherwise. And Star Wars, Bounty Hunter, again, I'm assuming, yeah, this one here I'll go ahead and throw up here. Never actually played it. But yeah, I'll just focus on the FX3 tables with the copyrighted music thingy. Steel Wheel, never seen it. Strange Science? I think it's an early 80s Bally Midway table. I have watched the YouTube video on it, but I've never actually seen it in real life or played it. Street Fighter 2. Played it back in the late 80s, early 90s. Just shoot for the bracelet target or something like that. But again, nothing really stood out about it. Streets of Rage. That one. Striker Extreme, never heard of it. Strikes and Spares, never heard of it. Same thing there. Joker Poker. I guess there were two versions of it. Mario. I think I played this one time back in the 80s Holy macaroni! Like I said, played it one time. Nothing about the table made me go, oh wow, what a table! Or anything like that, so. That one. Serpent Safari, I watched a YouTube video on this. Never seen it in real life or played it though. Swords of Fury. In fact, you just heard the soundtrack on this earlier. Good solid table. I think one thing that keeps this from being an S tier is the sound effect. Every time you hit a flipper, or every time you flip, whoosh, 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 whoosh. I mean, that got annoying after a while. I watched a YouTube video on this one. Never played it though. Arabian Nights. Yeah. Pinball Arcade and the FX3 version. Ass. This is another one of those tables that never should have transitioned over. It just didn't work out. The Pinball Arcade version, though, it's actually pretty good. Taxi. Good solid table right here. Played it both in real life and on Pinball Arcade. Teed off. I mean, just the classic gopher lines alone is enough to put it in good solid. This one here, kind of redundant. Never heard of that table. I don't recall seeing that version. Or that one. T2, I'm gonna go ahead and this is the Pinball Arcade and the real life version. It just, at least on the Pinball Arcade, maybe in the real life version, but it's got probably two of the worst ramps out of any of the other pinball machines I've played. You know, the right ramp is too fucking steep. Right ramp is too steep, and the left ramp is too far back. Like the entrance to it is practically way at the back of the table. Despite the poor quality. No idea on that one. Adam's Family, I've said it before in other videos, I'll say it here. The popularity of this is lost on me. I don't get it. Oh, played both the real life version and the Pinball Arcade. But yeah, it's trying to think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's ass. I was trying to think of some redeeming qualities of it, and I guess the voice lines on there weren't enough. Flintstones. I think the table exists in real life, but I've never actually seen it. good, bad, ugly. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. The Last Dragon, never seen it. Lost World, never seen the table. Ride a Pinbot. Played both in real life and on Pinball Arcade. Eh. Oh, just demoted it. Why? Because in order to beat the high score on it, you have to get the 1 billion shot. Or to me, you shouldn't be required to like beat a wizard mode in order to beat the high score. At least not the default, not the default high score. You shouldn't have to make a shot like. You shouldn't have to get a shot like that in order to qualify. Mask, never seen it. Another ass table. I'm talking the Pinball Arcade one. Again, kind of like some of these other tables, they're. I want to say it's kind of a Rube Goldberg setup, but I'll just say Bone Busters. Rolling Stoners. Never seen the table.
The Shadow Knows.
Played this table back in I think the early to mid 90s. Nothing really stuck out about it though that would have made it a good solid table, but mediocre. The Sopranos. Never seen it. Walking Dead. Based on Pinball FX3. It's okay. Tommy. I think I played this in real life. I also watched a YouTube video on it, but nothing really stuck out about it. Holiday, darling. X-Files, never seen it.
The theater awaits.
Definitely a good solid table right here. And that I can think of right now. It's also my most consistent one. I don't do great on it very often, but I very rarely do poorly on it either. So like I said, this is probably my most consistent table right here. Goonies, never seen it. Steel Angels? Yeah, I can't read that one. Thunderbirds, never seen that one. Atlantic Block Party? I think that's what it says. Time Machine, never seen that one. Tom and Jerry, never seen that one. Tomb Raider, never seen that table. Can't tell what that is. Touchdown, never seen that one. Transformers. If this is gonna be the Michael Bay version, never seen the table, but as there is no love for that franchise with me, I'm just gonna say it's ass. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a page 4. Mediocrity and a whole lot of mediocrity, a fair amount of ass, and a bunch of tables I've never heard of. Or something else I keep getting to mention, that some of these modern ones, a lot of them are going to have TV screens in the back glass. I am no fan of that. It's got to be either either pinball or an arcade machine, but not both. The ones made during the 80s, Pac-Man and Granny and the Gators, I don't think is in this list, but that was another one. It had both a pinball machine and an arcade game, and you alternated between them both. So those are the few exceptions right there. So now for page 4. Okay, and once again, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut it off. So once again, I gotta, and yeah, this time around, I'm probably gonna fix me something to eat while I'm up. So anyway, I'll be back. have some red kidney beans with barbecue sauce. So, transporter, never heard of it. Oh. Never seen the table. Never heard of it. Tron, never heard of it. Oh, no, I think the table actually exists in real life, but never seen it. Twilight Zone. Same with Addams Family. I don't get the appeal. Not to mention it's actually I think it's in a worse spot than Adam. No, oh wait. Nah, layout wise they're about the same. I tend to like it's very hard for me to put into words, but I like tables that are understandable. You know, but it's some of these tables, it's like again, look at a table like Bone Busters. But like I said, it's hard for me to put it into words though. But I can tell by looking whether or not a table's whether or not I'm gonna like a table. I mean, some of these, you might as well just stick bumpers. You might as well stick pop bumpers, like, right in front of the flippers. I mean, you know, Creature from the Black Lagoons, like, kind of like it, too. Just too much clutter. Clutter, like, right around the middle of the table. Twilight Zone kind of has that as well. So does Addams Family. So, but yeah, and Twilight Zone kind of has that as well. Twister. Never heard of that one. Is that? Yeah, that's TX Sector. Fucking S tier. My all-time favorite table right here. Yeah, they do have it. Okay. So hopefully they would. But yeah, you just heard the soundtrack too previously. So it's one of the reasons why it's my all-time favorite table. Vector, played this back in the early 80s. Vector? But from what little I remember of it, nothing really wowed me about the table, but it's playable though. Victory, same thing. Pinball Arcade. It's another alright table. Wacky Races, never heard of it. Wacky. Eva. Yeah, never seen the table. Waterworld. I think this table actually exists in real life, but I've never personally seen it. Wheel of Fortune. Table actually exists. I've never seen it though. Whirlwind, not a fan. Oh God. It's another it just, I think it's just the layout. It just doesn't jibe well with me. Whitewater.
I am the Black
Just gonna go
Knight.
ahead and say that it's alright. Who done it? Pinball Arcade, same thing. But nothing really stood out. And I was on the case. I have no idea what that says. Never seen it. Willy Wonka. Table actually exists. Wipeout. Kind of a goofy setup. Oh, looks like we're coming to the tail end of this.
You got the power. You got the might.
No way.
Get ready for battle.
Give me your money.
Be the Black Knight.
For Pinball Arcade. It's alright, but it's definitely gonna be at the bottom. This year is kind of border between alright and ass. World Tour? No idea which one that is. Don't know what that one is either. Royal Rumble. I think the table actually exists, but I've never seen it. X-Men. No idea what that one. That's Zenon? The one I know of. X and O's. Played this one. Good solid table, really interesting. It's got some really unique sound effects too. This is an era I played back in the early 80s. It looks like I'm gonna have to move one up. Probably this one. So page 4 on that. Looks like we're almost done. Zenon, fucking S tier. Is that even? The hell did they just do with this? Yeah, they got the thumbnails wrong. This one here should be on this one, and presumably this one here should be on this one. Zartha? What the hell did they do? But yeah, at any rate. Freaking awesome table right here. Oh, and I played both the real life and the Pinball Arcade version. Both of them are excellent. So Plus, it also has probably the best drop targets in all of pinball. I mean, you could practically just, you could blow on them and they'll fall over. If you could get that ball, like on the top part of the bank, and if you could nudge it, and a good nudge when necessary, you could literally go sweep the entire bank all in one go. All right, I guess it's gonna be a good solid that's gonna have to move up. God. Page 3. A whole lot of mediocrity and a whole lot I've never seen. Zombieland, never heard of that table. Super Soccer. I think the table actually exists, but I've never seen it in real life, never played it. Harry Potter. Never seen that table. Iron Maiden. Up it goes. Jaws. I'll just go ahead and say I've never seen that one. I've only seen the FX3 version, which I already rated. Kiss. I've seen the table in real life, but I've never actually played it. Mustang. Played it. I think I played Stern Pinball Arcade. Didn't really think much of the table. It's a classic Star Trek. Never seen that one. Stranger Edition? It's supposed to be Stranger Things. I mean, is this going to be another copyright thing? Like they couldn't use Stranger Things unless they paid a big licensing fee? I'm just going to go ahead and be nice and say it wasn't. Just put it up there. Monsters, up it goes. Big juicy melons, good solid table. And it's also one of the few modern tables that I actually like. It's a modern table. It came out like a few years ago, but it's also a retro themed table. So, and then Star Wars are all going over here again, mostly due to copyrighted music. So, yeah. Looks like we got it. And a lot of stuff I've never seen. Let me, let me go ahead and start arranging these. Guess it don't work that way. So I'm going to get rid of this then. Since I have specific reasons why these Star Wars tables are ass, everyone already knows it. So I'm going to delete that. This row. Oh, the souvenir I'm going to have on the bottom. Alright, here we go. Yeah, quite a bit of mediocre ones. A fair amount of bad ones. That still irks me too. So they use the Xenon thumbnail for Zerak or whatever that is. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attempt to save this. Give a description. Still thinking. All right. Damn it. I just made a total mess out of it, too. I totally forgot that this is gonna happen when you save it. When you save it, the category names get all goofy. Kind of wish I could go back and fix the titles. Now we got some better thumbnails. Hey, Jackbot with an actual female robot, and not the Danger Will Robinson robot that they were using on my previous one. Just gonna look at these. And these are all from the 90s, too. They had a Zeppelin table in the 90s? Mandalorian? No. Oh, Solid State, that's why. Yeah, I almost should have went with this one, but again, this is only showing the solid state pinball machines, not the old classic ones. I mean, hell, TX sector ain't even in this. TX sector ain't even in this one. Corvette, yeah, like I said earlier. I think this there's an actual 70s table of this. Never seen it though. Here's pinball ranks. I should almost make a tier list. Yeah, now we're getting even more modern. Best pinball machines. Oh, okay, from the Pinside Top 100. So it. I bet TX Sector 8 in here. Again, that was one of the reasons why I went with the tier list that I went with. with all that huge volume of tables, I mean, surely TX sector would have to have been in there. Oh, damn. Sword of Fury in the top 100. Never would have thought that. 100 Dungeons and Dragons is in here. I doubt it. Nope. All these Gorgars in there. Actually, you know what? Let me look at some others. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure my list is gonna be downvoted. I definitely wouldn't have had these two in S tier. Dr. Dude's an A tier. Scared Step, S tier. Medieval Madness, S tier. Judge Dredd, A tier. Either he hates a lot of tables or he needs to relabel D to never played. Trying to read mine. Yeah, it's... Black Knight 2000. Let's see what it's got on the bottom. Tier 12 too. Oh, I guess we're in agreement on that. Rosen at the very bottom. Moving up. Oh. Let's back it up. I think I might have seen this one already. Yeah. I kind of want to download the image, but again, I don't want to have these messed up titles. So. Okay, but otherwise, that's gonna do it for me. But yeah, I came, I saw, I conquered, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut her down. I've got to get going on my blog post, and I believe I'm gonna have a fair amount to do on there. And then I'm because I double checked all this, all the music to make sure that it wasn't copyrighted, which it all checked out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to export this video to YouTube and see how well that goes. So, and plus, I do believe I have some grocery shop I have to get taken care of as well. Got to go get a few things before the stores close, so want to get in and out about an hour beforehand. That way, you know, so those stores actually have a chance to close down. I've seen too many customers. They'll lollygag around past the closing time, la 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 la, you know, pull out their cell phone, and you know, holding everything up. So, like I said, I want to get in and out about an hour before the closing time to give them a chance to actually do it. So, but until then, though, thanks again for coming by, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, hey, whoa, and I should be on again, probably tomorrow, typically around 2:30 p.m., and that is U.S. Central Time. Okay, but all right, bye now.